Good morning, beloveds. It was gym day, which means it was shower day. I washed my hair. I have engaged my mind and my body, and I didn't finish the workout. And so I took a picture of the last couple of things I was supposed to do, and we'll see. We'll see if I do them. Especially since one of them was a move that I haven't done before, so it's like I may have to text him and go, okay, what was that one again? All right. But I believe it's December 15th. Yes, it is December 15th. You're 10 days away from Christmas. And it's going to be 82 degrees today. It doesn't feel like Christmas down here. All right. At least the weather doesn't feel like Christmas. So, I mean, yeah, I know where I live. And I have been out on my porch in short sleeves and jeans the day after Christmas. So, it's just warmer than... the weather keeps doing this. We're just like, pick a lane, stay in it. All right, December 15th. My present experience is good. And I'm here complaining about the weather. The superior man, by determined good conduct, nourishes his virtue. And that is I Ching for immaturity. Might be worth looking into. Today is the day in which I prove that the power of mind is greater than the power of material belief. What I face today and the mental attitude in which I face it will determine my experience today. I cannot blame my mistakes on the past. The subtle deceit of so doing entices me, but I refuse to believe it. I am not conditioned by my childhood. I am only conditioned by my present thinking. The past, with all its combination of good and bad, is now only a force of creative memory. What I have been is merely an indication of what I should be and shall be. No false glamorization of the past, only my recognition of the now as potent with possibilities. My present world is good. My future is not dependent upon my past. It is dependent upon my ability to think God's thoughts today. I know what I want to accomplish, and I know the way I shall go. Today, I think as cause to the tomorrow which will be in effect. My aims are clear. My goal is in sight. No airy dreams of impossibilities. No visitors beyond the realm of logical possibility. I can become the person God intended me to become, and what I shall be will be good, creative, and honest. Dreaming falsely profits me nothing. Seeing clearly gives me what I want. I look forward to my full demonstration, and I think today in tomorrow's terms. I live now as though my dreams were true, for they are true. God in me, acting through me, is the doer of the present moment. Right where I am, God is. In my thinking, at this moment, divine mind is the real thinker. Around me is the plastic substance of all life, and I mold it this day to bring forth what I want. The law of mind is mine to use and to employ. Today's thinking brings forth tomorrow's demonstrations. So I look out at my present experience and name it good. It is my only place to start, and I begin to give God to my day, recognizing each hour as my possibility to prove truth. I think as spirit and act as love. I do not hesitate to deny evil and affirm the good. I watch my thought and handle negatives, and I see good in my present experience. There's a whole lot of meat on this bone. I mean, if you wanted a script on how to live your life, he's got a pretty good one right here, December 15th. That's where it's at. It's like statement after statement after statement. And he's like, all right, if you're serious, here is the way you can do this. I think as spirit and act as love. I look seeing, dreaming falsely profits me nothing. Seeing clearly gives me what I want. Somewhere up in here, he said something about logical possibility. And he also said the past, with all its combination of good and bad, is now only a force of creative memory. My future is not dependent on my past. So, I mean, he starts it out with, just a power statement. So my present experience is good. The quote is, "The superior man by determined good conduct nourishes his virtue." I mean, really? It's like, if you act good, then you are nourishing the good within you. So that's the I Ching for immaturity. So he starts out by saying, "Today is the day in which I prove that the power of mind is greater than the power of material belief." So we're starting with a power statement of, all right, we're going to do this. What I face today and the mental attitude in which I face it will determine my experience today. I mean, how much clearer could he be? Right there. It's like, whatever happens today, it's my attitude that's going to determine how it falls out. So if I go into it with a good attitude, then even if everything erupts into complete chaos, I can still affect it in a positive way, because it happens. I mean, there are days that things just happen because we're in relationship, with the world around us. And so things happen. But if we walk into the day with a good attitude, we wake up, we open our eyes and we go, "I've got this," then we've got it. But if we wake up and we're kind of, even if good things are happening around us, we're not going to enjoy them if we have a negative attitude. So that second line, what I face today and the mental attitude in which I face it will determine my experience today. Pick your attitude carefully. I cannot blame my mistakes on the past. Our past informs us of where we have been, but our past doesn't determine who we are. All right? It shows us where we've been. It shows us what we've done. And ideally, what we have done is we have taken the lessons that we have learned and we have applied them. But our past doesn't determine who we are, and it doesn't determine who we could be. We can grow so much beyond our past. It's not even funny. So the subtle deceit of doing so entices me, but I refuse to believe it. It's like, oh, well, this is happening because pick your attitude carefully. I am not conditioned by my childhood. I am only conditioned by my present thinking. It means that no matter what happened to me in the past, I can choose again today. The past, with all its combination of good and bad, is now only a force of creative memory. I can use what I've learned in the past to create something new. What I have been is merely an indication of what I should be and shall be. Merely an indication. It doesn't have to be. I can make a completely different choice today. No false glamorization of the past. Only my recognition of the now is potent with possibilities. My present world is good. Picking my attitude carefully. My future is not dependent upon my past. My present world is good. Oh, wait. Nope. I moved a line. My future is not dependent on my past. It is dependent on my ability to think God's thoughts today. Not my past, but it's in the requirement of leveling up my thoughts. I know what I want to accomplish, and I know the way I shall go, because the one mind is thinking me. Today, I think as cause to the tomorrow, which will be in effect. Cause and effect. Your attitude today will definitely affect what happens tomorrow. It can definitely do that. And then you can choose again tomorrow. My aims are clear. My goal is in sight. No airy dreams of impossibilities. No visions beyond the realm of logical possibility. So here he's nailing our feet to the floor. He's nailing our feet to the floor. He's like, look, you know what? We do have laws that we have to follow. There are rules to this game. So, don't get your head all the way up in the clouds. I'm not saying not to get your head in the clouds. I'm not telling you to not dream big. But keep your feet on the floor. That's why we talk about the head and the heart. The head and the heart. Logical possibilities, impossible dreams. Or possible dreams. When you combine these two, impossible dreams become possible. So, I can become the person God intended me to become. And what I shall be will be good, creative, and honest. And that's why I like to talk about, go back to God's idea of you. Because God's idea of you is whole. God's idea of you is perfect. God's idea of you is bliss. I talk about the bliss body that I got from Dr. Goswami. Dreaming falsely profits me nothing. Seeing clearly gives me what I want. And the difference between... It's like, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. And it's not about not dreaming big. It's not about making those big wishes. But wishes aren't active. It's like, if you're going to dream big, then you got to be taking steps in that direction. You got to be taking steps forward towards what it is that you are dreaming of. So, seeing clearly what I want. Steps. And notice I didn't say small steps. You can take big steps if you want. But look at it. Look forward and say, okay, this is where I'm going. I look forward to my full demonstration, and I think today in tomorrow's terms, which means I think today in tomorrow's terms. What I am asking for, I already believe is here. It's like act as if. Act as if. It already exists in mind. It may take a little material time to get there, but it already exists in mind. Act as if. So, I think today in tomorrow's terms. I live now as though my dreams were true, for they are true. They already exist in the mind. God in me, acting through me, is the doer of the present moment. Right where I am, God is. It's like there is nowhere you can go that God is not. In my thinking, at this moment, divine mind is the real thinker. Around me is the plastic substance of all life, and I mold it this day to bring forth what I want. It's like that is the power that we have. We can mold our life because life is plastic. Life is changeable. The law of mind is mine to use and to employ. Today's thinking brings forth tomorrow's demonstration. So I look out at my present experience and name it good. That's gratitude. That's gratitude. It's like, maybe it's not everything that I want, but it's a good start. And if we don't think it's a good start, at least it's a start. So I name it good. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I already have, and I'm grateful for what's coming. It is my only place to start, and I begin to give God to my day. I begin to give God to my day. I don't even know how to, but the idea of that, it's like, it's all God. There's nothing but God. I begin to give God to my day. I begin to be conscious of the God around me all the time. Recognizing each hour as my possibility to prove truth, I think as spirit and act as love. I think as spirit and act as love. I just like that. I do not hesitate to deny evil and affirm the good. It's like, nope, that is not real. This is good. I am good. You are good. Life is good. And evil will go back to the no thing that it always has been. It is not a power in and of itself. I watch my thought and handle the negatives. So we've talked about weeding our garden. It's normal for negative thoughts to pop up. And when they do, we weed those suckers out of our garden. And there are a variety of ways to do that, including prayer, including treatment, including sacred reading and sacred music, and, or just go for a walk. Or sometimes eat something. Some of our negative thoughts are brought up because we're hungry. I see good in my present experience. All right, so the mission today, should we choose to accept it? I'm going to smash 2 lines together because I really like them. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to give God to our day, to think as spirit, and to act as love. And how do we act as love? One of the ways that we do that is by practicing our spiritual practice. And one of the spiritual practice that I always encourage is to do something loving for yourself, to do something kind for yourself, to do something compassionate for yourself. How do you act as love? By being kind, by being compassionate, especially with yourself. You are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased. Always. It is a state of grace. You deserve your own love, your own kindness, and your own compassion. Always. Always. No matter what happens. You always deserve your own love. Always. So I encourage you to practice on yourself, because I want it to become a habit. I want it to become your first response. I want it to become your default setting, so that when things go awry, because they're going to, your first response is loving, kind, and compassionate with yourself. And when you do it, practice it on yourself, it means that it can become your first response to others as well. And it gets us on that good start to make it an amazing world. So please, be it a small thing, be it a big thing, it doesn't matter. Just do it. All right. I also encourage you to engage your mind and your body, whatever that looks like. I encourage you to go get that face full of sun. The sun did come out briefly this morning. It's weather. So I got a little bit of sun this morning, and then drink plenty of water. Whatever else you do, I encourage you to open the windows of your soul and allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around us. It is about looking for the good. It is about naming our experience as good. It is about picking our mental attitude. It is about waking up, opening our eyes, looking around at the world and saying, it's good. And then making it so. All right, beloveds. Let's see about giving God to our day. It's just an interesting turn of phrase. So, all right. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. There's a book study today. So please feel free to email info@creativelife.org if you want the Zoom link to the Living of the Science of Mind. And get on that mailing list. Check us out on the social medias. But what I would encourage you to do is have a great day, an amazing day, a fantastic day, a wonderful day, a wondrous day, an awe-filled day, a stupendous day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day, because you are enough just as you are. All right, beloveds. I should be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. today. You can catch me on the Running Rev Ryan YouTube and Facebook, and then we are Creative Life Spiritual Center on YouTube. And we got some stuff coming for that. So if you haven't been to the YouTube channel yet, please check it out. All right, beloveds, take care of yourself and know that you're loved. Until next time.